Hi, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm Lorraine Turner. I'll be your social worker for today. What's your name?
Michelle Harrison.
Okay, I've been waiting for you.
Thank you.
You may have a seat.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Um, I'm 24 years old and I'm a college student here at Virginia State.
Okay.
And I was sent here from one of my teachers noticing that I had some drops, a drop in my grade. I usually make pretty good grades.
Okay. Well, yeah, the University Counseling Center sent you here because they noticed that your grades were dropping and they knew that it wasn't you, so they wanted to figure out what was going on and why your grades are suddenly starting to drop. So they sent you to me so I can help you out and see why everything is dropping and what we can do to fix it and see how we can fix it.
Okay.
So,
I really would like that.
yeah, we want to help because we know that you're a better student than this, and we know that something has been going on. We just don't know what it is. So I'm here to help you. You let me know what's going on, and we can figure out how we can fix it.
Thank you.
Okay, so they noticed that your grades were dropping. Do you know? Do you have a feeling why they were dropping, or is there anything?
I have an idea.
Okay, this
Relationship.
relationship.
Yeah, I was in a relationship for 3.5 years with my boyfriend, and we've been fighting a lot. And finally, we decided to separate, and we lived together in off campus apartment.
Hmm.
And by him moving out, it has caused me to have like not only a lot of heartache and pain, but now the financial because he was helping me pay half of the rent there at our apartment. So that's depleted, and so now I'm like really worried about the bills too.
Okay. Well, yeah, it said you were concerned about the increasing difficulties in obtaining like a full night's sleep. So are you getting rest or nothing?
I've been having really bad nightmares, and I've been having stomach issues from the worry,
Mm-hmm.
and
Says that.
so I'm really just like my health is like really feeling bad. That's why I look like I do today because I haven't really been. I don't know if I'm depressed or not because I don't know what that means, but I know that I haven't been wanting to put on like my nice clothes. I just ain't been really wanting to take a shower. I just been feeling just really down.
Yeah, it says that. Well, it also says you've been having various degrees of anger, self doubt, and depression. And I'm guessing that it's because of the relationship with school and the pressure. So is that why you've been feeling like depressed lately?
I think that all of the things is just coming down on me at once, with the finances and then the relationship part of, of me and him being broken up is I feel kind of like I'm alone. And then I don't really have anybody to turn to. I have went to my church and I have a local church that I've joined. I'm not from the area, so been going to this one church, and so the pastor there has been kind of like talking to me a little bit. That's my only
Yeah.
source that I've had, to have like an outlet to talk to.
Mhm.
So
So you feel like the church is very supportive for you because it's been helping you.
he's been my only source of help because my parents they're not really able to hear a lot of this because they're going to be really upset with me because of my grades dropping and the financial piece they don't really have a lot to help me out.
Yeah, it said here that your father is a little bit stingy because he wants you to be on your own and get your own money. And
He's always been like that.
like in younger days, he's been like that too?
Always. He's always been thrifty and stingy, and he doesn't really see a need for me to go and get an education. Actually, he would prefer for me to just go and get a job and not educate myself, and that hurts me a lot because it's very important to me.
Hmm.
That's why I'm so depressed from my grades dropping like they have.
Do you have like a strong connection with your mother,
Um,
or is it just like you guys are good, but we don't talk as much? It's kind of like that.
yeah, it's just like a lot. It's not really a deeper connection that we have.
Okay. Well, it says you've been drinking excessively here.
I have gotten to the point where I just like skip dinner and I'm just like drinking a lot. You know, it just kind of like soothes the pain of all the stressors that I got going on. So
Mm.
I mean, I'll just drink so much and then I'll just like go to sleep because that feels, it just fills that void of sitting around worrying all the time.
Okay, well, we got to get you out of that phase. It also says that you smoke marijuana to relax, but you're secretive about that.
I am. I just don't like the stigma of being, people saying you're a pothead. It's hard for you to go out here and want to get an education, and then the brain cells, they say,
Mm-hmm.
yo, you're eating your brain cells up, and it's just, my family is so totally against drugs, and so I don't know, I'm just a little shady about telling things like that.
I understand. But I understand that you're trying to figure out why you're going through this. And I understand the relationship has a big part on it because he was there with you, supporting you financially. And now he's not there. And you're trying to figure out how to get the rent and how to be good in school, get good grades like you were. So that's why we're here to help you. Um, we're gonna we're gonna come up with like three goals. Three goals. So you could get back into where you were at in school because I understand you want to get your grades up and you want to be financially stable. So we're going to figure out three goals that we can get for you. So we can, if we complete them goals, then you'll feel better about yourself and feel better about your grades and help you get the financials together. So what would be like your first goal that you would want to do?
My first goal would be like, I want to figure out if I can get like a roommate to help me pay my bills at my apartment because that's like I have to have a place to live. So that's one of my major goals is, but I've never been able, I don't know what, how to network or anything, or like maybe if you can help me get like a resources of how I can go about getting a roommate because I don't really know. The other option I've been exploring is going back with my boyfriend, but with us fighting and everything going on, I have appreciated him being gone because even though the financial part is missing, I'm still like, um, I don't miss the bickering of it. So I've actually had a little bit of solitude without the arguing and having to worry about what he's doing. You understand?
Okay, so roommate, so you can have financial help.
Hmm.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's right for you to get back with your boyfriend because I understand he was feeling a void, like he was a void for you, like he helped you and everything. But with this, we're trying to make you feel supportive about yourself because right now you're not feeling supportive about yourself. You're overeating, and that's not you, and you're not working out, and you're not personally grooming yourself like you used to. And I understand your boyfriend was there, but the bickering and the fighting is not good for you and your boyfriend. Your ex-boyfriend is not good. But if that's what you feel that may help, I'm not going to stop it. I'm just recommending it. But I don't know if it's a good thing to do. I'm just going to meet you where you're at right now. So, what would be like the second goal for you to do after the roommate financially helping you? I mean,
I'd like to get I would like to start addressing my grades because like I said, education is very important to me and
mm-hmm,
that's really causing me to feel like a failure,
mm-hmm,
and it's embarrassing and embarrassment, is coming, that's why I've been drinking too. So I think those two go hand in hand because
okay,
I'm ashamed and embarrassed and so I just drink to cover up all these feelings.
okay. So you want to get your grades up. I understand that. I think that's good because with your when your grades were up, you were doing good and everything. But now that your grades are down, your teachers are worried about you, and that's why they sent you here. So let's go into the third goal. I mean, I would recommend maybe like AA meetings because you are drinking excessively and you are using drugs. Or we can go to meetings or go to counseling, like coming here or going to another counselor so you can stop drinking excessively and smoking marijuana because it's not good for you. So I think that's a good goal.
But I don't know how to do that. Will you show me how to do that and resource me out or something?
Yeah, of course, I'll help you with the
Okay, so
resources.
okay, I don't know anything about that, but
Yeah,
it sounds interesting. Like I said, I'd be willing to do anything as far as getting some help because like I still got to a point I can't handle it by myself.
I understand. I understand. So AA meetings. Yeah. Now that we have these three goals, we're gonna accomplish them one by one. Okay. Okay. Because we don't want to have you going to AA meetings and then not accomplishing that first goal, which is your roommate and having a financial stable place. So we're gonna figure out if we can get your roommate, maybe move you back on campus so you don't have to pay rent or you don't have to pay for anything else but maybe like food, like snacks that you want. Because when you live on campus, the school is paying out of it. But when you're off campus, you have to pay the rent, you have to find a job, and you got to figure out how you're going to be in a living situation. Okay. So we're going to get you a roommate, maybe look into some resources about living back on campus. And I think you living on campus will be better for you because you have more accessibility to your teachers. Like maybe you could go to their offices. Like I know when you live off campus, you want to go off campus and you don't want to come back on campus because maybe it's too far, maybe you don't have enough gas.
I also feel kind of isolated
Yeah,
being over there by myself, not
yeah,
involved in student activities and stuff like I used to.
yeah. So like if you live off campus, you're isolated. But when you're on campus, you have friends, and I know you don't want to talk to your friends about like the problems you've been going through, but maybe like that one friend that you trust, maybe you could talk to them about what you're going through. I mean, I would recommend it. I don't know if you want to do that because I know you don't like talking about your feelings and about what you're going through.
I will try if you think it's a great idea. If you think it's a good idea to try to open up a little bit more because that's how serious I am about trying to get this stuff resolved.
I understand. So we're gonna look into that, and then once you complete that first goal, you'll come back. Well, you'll come back, and we'll talk about how we can get to that second goal of bringing your grades up because you need good grades in order to get that degree that you want. And I understand that's what you want. I know your father is not.
Another thing that has been bothering me too is that they've been talking about like doing different things to the program that I'm in, and I might not be able to complete them with graduation. Is that something that maybe you could help me with, or talk to somebody like a supervisor or something that's ahead of my program?
Yeah, I will talk to them.
Because I feel powerless when I hear these things. You know, I don't know really like the protocol, what to do about them. So if you could like help me with that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, of course I will.
Thank you so much.
I will help you with that. You said they're talking about
they're talking about like rearranging some of the things that are in the program. Like I'm gonna have to like do other things to stay in the program and take other courses and different things. And I'm kind of confused about it, and I really want to stay on course for graduation because that's a big deal for like not just for me but for my family as well, to show them, you know, that I've taken this education seriously, and I've already had a projected date that I've told them about, and they're talking about all this stuff, and it has really got me like I feel out of control in the area. And I just want someone like maybe like a professional who could talk to somebody that maybe you can come back and help me understand what's going on more.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
I'll look into that.
Thank you.
So when we get that second goal, we'll come back and we'll talk about going to meetings maybe like once or twice a week about you using the drugs because we want to help you get out of that habit because we don't want you doing it anymore. So if we get you to those meetings once or twice a week, let you experience like things other people are going through that are the same as you or what you're going through because we don't want you to feel isolated anymore and that's why we want you to go to those meetings. So once we accomplish these three goals, we should be pretty set because you should probably be back on track by then. Now we're not going to rush it. We're going to make sure we get the roommate with the financial situation and you getting your grades up. We just want to make sure that it's in order and not unorganized. So I will look in, and maybe we can look into getting you a job, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do right now because you are not in like a good place right now. So we just want to make sure you get back to where you are, and then maybe we can get you a job and you can have money on the side since your father doesn't really want to send you any money.
Okay, that would be awesome to have some extra money.
Yeah, because college students, I know they're going through it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, we want to keep you with the church because you said they're very supportive of you.
They have been really supportive.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about, well, because when I think AA, I just think for some odd reason I think like old people, and
Mhm.
like it's very scary to me. So I was even thinking about maybe if I could get someone maybe to attend one of them with me, like somebody from the church, so
Okay.
I won't be scared.
Yeah, I will ask them. I will ask the people in the church.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Because um, you should actually let them know what you're going through right now. I mean, you have told the pastor like a little bit.
Is there any way I could get like him to maybe call you so you
Yeah.
could help me in that area? Like maybe you could just like tell him some of the stuff because I feel a little ashamed to tell him about things like drugs and alcohol because
Yeah.
by him being from the church, and
Yeah.
you're going in there, I don't want him to think anything different of me.
Yeah, I understand. So I'll talk to the pastor about that. See if he can have one of the people go with you to the meetings and see how it is.
Okay.
Um, I know you have a fear of dropping out of school, but once we accomplish these goals, we should be good. I don't want you to be fearing that anymore because we want you to be successful, and I want you to be successful. So that's what I want to talk about. We're looking at some strategies to like reduce your stress. So, is there anything you like to do outside of school? Like anything you like to do outside of school?
Um, I like to. I usually like to shop, which I don't
Shop.
ever have a lot of money, but I like to
Yeah, I
like.
understand.
I like to shop. I like to walk and reading. I like to read, but right now I'm kind of like anti-book because
Yeah.
I've got so many things that I'm forced to read. So that's kind
Yeah.
of pushed out the window. That took up a lot of my time because I love to read. Um, I usually ride my bicycle a lot,
Okay.
and there's just different things. I like to treasure hunt. That's like like going out looking in like the thrift stores and different things like that. I like to go out and go to yard sales. I know that's kind of strange for a college student, but
Yeah.
it's fun, and I
That's
call
good.
it a treasure hunt. And I go out and try to find items that are worthy of the dollar that I'm going to spend. So
Yeah.
it's really a good way to save money. So that's some of the things I like to do, and I like to just hang out with my friends.
Yeah. So, but you haven't done many of that lately.
I haven't been doing anything since me and him broke up, and the alcohol and the drugs that I've been using, I've kind of like just like isolated my home. Even my little apartment now is like really trashed because I haven't even wanted to get up to clean up or anything. And so that's pretty much where I'm at right now. But
Yeah.
in my normal self, I usually like to, I'm pretty outgoing and I can kind of stay on top of things, but everything kind of like snowballed and it's gotten to a place where I just didn't know what else to do. So I'm glad that she noticed this and I was worthy of her, sending me out to you.
Well, you said you like to walk and you said like to read. So maybe like in your day, take about like maybe 15, 20 minutes. Go out, walk, and maybe just read a book. You don't have to read the whole thing. Just read maybe like a chapter so you don't have to be so stressed out because I know college is a very stressful thing. It's a stressful environment, but you don't want to be stressed that whole time. You don't want to be stressed the whole time you're in college because it's not going to make you feel any better. So I recommend that you go out and you walk, or maybe you can walk and read at the same time. I mean, it's just a little slow walking and reading. I mean, I've seen some people do it. I don't know if everybody can do it, but I've seen some people do it, and you just want to make sure you're not as stressful as you are because the stress is not helping you. And I know you said the change in the pattern of sexual activity has decreased since your boyfriend is gone. So I don't know. I don't really know what to.
Well, of course, I mean, when you're not in a relationship,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is
it's gonna
gonna
decrease.
decrease. So, but even before he left, it was getting like that,
Yeah, because
and
you guys were fighting.
that was because of like with the arguing and then the grades, my grades dropping, and then a lot of the stuff because I was a lot of indicators there when I look at it now that I knew we were going to be separated because it had gotten that bad that I knew if it was intolerable for me, I knew it was getting there for him. So it had already started. So the sexual the sexual part about our relationship was already declining really bad, and
Mhm.
I even got to the point where I was even questioning my sexuality.
Mhm.
I was thinking, maybe I'm not supposed to be with a guy.
Mhm.
Maybe I should explore different options, as far as like, maybe I should be with a girl. I mean, I haven't never really been with anybody but one boyfriend back home and then him. So
Mhm.
I need time, I think, to think about things like that
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. So, yeah. So just think about that. Um, it says that I know you're not grooming yourself properly as you used to, so maybe you should get back into that because you want to feel better about yourself and the way you address yourself, like the way you dress is the way you feel. So when you dress nicely, you feel good, but when you're dressing like, oh, I don't care, then you're not gonna care. So get back into grooming yourself because you want to make sure everything is fine. So, but I think these goals are good, and once you reach them, you should be good. So, I'm really good. I'm glad that you came here, and we're here to help you. So, if you ever need anything, you can call me, and we're gonna come back and have these meetings because I want to make sure everything is going good with you and that you're not drinking and smoking excessively like you were because
So how often do you want me to come back to visit you?
I want you to come back. Um, when is I know your classes are kind of messing, like they kind of mess up things. So when's the day like you don't have
Like, what about Thursday? Do you have anything like open where I can like have like a regular meeting coming to you like every Thursday, like at 3:30 or 4 o'clock?
Yeah, that's good. Thursday, 3:30, and I'll give you till 4 because I know you're coming from the university.
Okay.
So 3:30, 4 o'clock is good because I want to make sure everything.
And you said you will talk to the pastor at my church too.
Yes. What's your pastor's number? Go ahead and write it down.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'll call him and let you know and let him know how things are going with you because I know you don't want to talk about that with the pastor and all. So I'll tell him and maybe he can help somebody. He'll have somebody go with you to those meetings because I know you don't want to be there by yourself uncomfortable.
I just have one more question.
Yeah.
For the roommate, are you going to take care of that, or do I need to do anything to help you, or are you going to help me? You know somebody, or how are you going to do that?
I can call the university and see if they have any rooms available on campus. But if they don't, then I'll call and see if they have people who are trying to live off campus and they want a roommate.
Okay, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for all your help. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Make sure you come back here Thursday, 3:30, 4 o'clock.
I sure will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate
It's been nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.